Hi, this is Proxima. Today I want to talk a little bit about Loopcloud, which is a new feature from Loopmasters. It's basically a cloud-based storage space where you can store and access all your samples and sample packs basically anywhere. So we're looking at the packs that are in my account right now. They show all kinds of symbols, and I want to specifically look at these colored ones, which is the tag system. If you're looking for a certain specific sound, you're working on a track and you need a bass sound, for instance, it's really easy to find the right sounds in all these packs, because all you have to do is click on a couple of filters and you'll have the only sounds that will meet those criteria. So for instance, if you need a bass sound that is in the key of F and is 170 or maybe 170 to 174, you just use this section which filters the tags. So you click on bass, for instance. Now you see all the bass sounds that are in the different packs. You click on key and BPM. You click on, for instance, the F key, and you select the BPM range you want to look in. There we go. So now all I've got are the bass sounds, bass or synth bass sounds that are in the key of F and fall within this BPM range. So now it's really easy to quickly find a certain sound that I need. You can do this for any kind of sound, so you can just simply remove the tags and start again. For instance, if you need some percussion, you just click on the tag percussion. You want a shaker, you click on shaker and you get all the shakers, and you can go further and further using the rest of the tags. You can filter on one shots or loops, on the format, on the genres, and this makes it really quickly and easy to find the sound that you need and speed up your workflow. Also, I want to quickly mention something about the packs you see right here. Some of them are packs I've done recently for Loopmasters and Looptone: the Neurotech Drum and Bass pack, Liquid Soul Drum and Bass and Halftime pack, Drum and Bass Masterclass pack. These are all available. And also the welcome packs by Loopmasters and Loopcloud, which contain free samples, and the new Inspiration pack, which contains new samples every week. Okay, so we've seen the standalone application of Loopcloud. Now it's time to look at how it works within a DAW. So what you want to do is you want to load up the Loopcloud plugin like this and go back to Loopcloud, where you can now sync up Loopcloud with your DAW that you're using simply by clicking on the connect button, and it now says connected to Ableton, which means that it's synced up and that if you have a loop running within your DAW, the Loopcloud app will follow it and match the tempo and place. So let's start a loop. Loop is running. Go back and, for instance, play this drum loop. Play. As you can see, that started somewhere right here, which was where the loop was at that moment. So it follows the loop. Okay, so we know how to sync it up. Now let's use it. Let's say we want to start our project with a drum sound. So we're going to click on the tag drum, and this will show all the drum sounds in the packs that are in my Loopcloud application at the moment. We are going to do one more tag, which is a BPM tag, and that will mean that certain BPMs will be filtered out now, as there were some other sounds for other genres still in there. So now all we've got are drum and bass drums. Right. Let's see. Let's actually see, and this is why Loopcloud is so innovative, because we have this selection now, but there's still different kind of sounds in it. So there's still hits and loops, and we specifically want to use a loop. So what are we going to do? Right here it says the tag loops, which we can find in content types. We're going to click on content types, click on loops, and now all we have are actual looped drum loops around drum and bass BPMs. Okay, let's say we want to use this one. We can preview it, click on it, and if a loop is running, it will play it straight away within that tempo and place. It also shows the BPM of the master right here. It's okay, but we're gonna try another one. Quite like it, but I need something a bit heavier. Maybe some stepping beats will do it. Not this one. I quite like this loop, so let's use it. We can do this in two ways. The first is click on this button and it will download the file to my computer, which is very important because it is a Loopcloud based library. Nothing is actually stored on my computer. So what you need to do is, once you've found the sample that you want to use, download it to your computer, and that you can do that either by clicking on that button, or you can drag it outside this window, the Loopcloud application window, and it will start downloading automatically. So it shows here that it's actually downloaded, and I can now drag this into live. So here we go. Let's just simply drag this onto an audio channel, drop it. There we go. Okay, so we found a drum loop. Now let's look for a bass sound. We want to keep a loop going. Go back to the Loopcloud application and simply select the bass tag. It now filters out all bass sounds, and if we wanted to make a tune in F, click on the F key right here and it filters on F. Also, if we want to reinitialize the BPM, simply slide this back and forth and we now have drum and bass BPMs. We can click on any kind of bass sound we want, play it, and as you can see it's still linked to Ableton. Quite like this sound. What we're going to do is download HQ file. We can also drag it outside this screen and it will start downloading, but we're going to click on this. Right, so as it shows here, it's now actually on my computer. It does say that it is 174. So if we wanted to use this file, as our project is 172, if we want to use this sound, we're gonna drag the processed version in and it will be time stretched to 172. There we go. Okay, the next sound could be a synth line, for instance. I've removed the bass tag, leaving the F key and the BPM. I can click on synth and it now shows synth lines in the key of F and with these BPMs. See, it's that easy. If we want to use this one, click this button, it starts to download to your computer. In this case, it's the same BPM, so we can use the original file. Drag it in. It has a little tail, but obviously the loop is going to ignore that, and it's all in key and flowing nicely. We can just keep going by adding more sounds. We're going to go back to Loopcloud, remove the synth tag, and for instance, if you want to use an effect, just click the effects tag and all the effects will show up. We are going to remove the key as well, as some effects don't really have a key, and we can widen our search a little bit. So let's see if there's anything nice in here. This one's quite cool, maybe more of a percussion-y kind of sound, but I quite like it. So, I'm going to keep holding the mouse button, this way it will get downloaded to my computer as well, and drop it in. Take it down a little bit, for instance, put a nice reverb on it. There you go. We've looked at some of the Loopcloud features, but there's so much more that you can do. For instance, if you have a loop playing, you can speed it up, you can slow it down, or you can change the pattern. You can also change the pitch. So it is really easy and quickly to use. It's an amazing new feature made by Loopmasters called Loopcloud. All your sounds and samples stored in a cloud, accessible anywhere, and using the tags really intuitive.